the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda. This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
The economic potentials of artificial intelligence are incredible in this technological age. But the Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, has advocated for propriety in the areas of ethics, codes and standards for anybody designing any system that will make decisions on behalf of the government or that will make decisions that the community must follow. On today's episode, we're looking at innovations in artificial intelligence that can help improve Nigeria's digital economy. I am Kinyose Wabuke, and this is Nitda Impact.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging onto our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Let's begin with what's making the news headlines this week. DG Nitda receives Ado Lomas of Digital Nation, assures of collaboration. National Advisory Committee on E-Commerce and Digital Economy holds validation workshop, fine-tunes document. Plus, Nitda organizes one-day stakeholders engagement on national data strategy. And now the news proper. The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, received the Regional Director for Africa, Digital Nation at the corporate headquarters of the agency, with a promise to collaborate with his organization in possible ways. Nitda Impact correspondent reports that the brief visit afforded both organizations the opportunity to learn more about each other.
Although very brief, the visit by Ado Lomas, Digital Nation's Regional Director for Africa, was very exciting for the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda. Speaking on the organization's activities, Mr. Lomas noted that there are several areas they could collaborate with Nitda to support its training and advisory activities.
We also see here that as the knowledge transfer, we help you to build maybe the interoperability platform. Maybe we help to do some trainings. We can be an advisor in your pocket whenever you need us and whenever you interact with some other technology partners. But what we'd like to do is to have a local partner. I think from the private sector, because eventually somebody has to maintain the systems when you want to put them in place.
In his response, the DG appreciated the guest for the visit. He explained that Nitda cannot succeed in isolation, hence its several collaborative efforts.
I think it's an opportunity for us to learn from you. We all know that how Estonia is developed when it comes to government digital services or smart nation and so on and so forth. Also, we can explore in the area of the knowledge transfer you talked about, which I hope they are all coming free of charge for the knowledge.
Possible areas of collaborations are to be looked into in the days ahead.
Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, has reiterated that the federal government remains committed to ensuring the development of Nigeria's digital economy sector. The DG made this disclosure in his goodwill message at the validation workshop for the National E-Commerce Policy and Strategy by the National Advisory Committee on Electronic Commerce and Digital Economy, NACEDE. Nitda Impact correspondent Gabriel Ono tells us more.
The National E-Commerce Policy and Strategy is being developed by the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy through the National Information Technology Development Agency Nitda and the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. The advisory committee was inaugurated by the Ministers of Communications and Digital Economy and its Trade and Investment counterpart. Speaking at the validation workshop of the committee, Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, represented by the Acting Director, Digital Economy Department, Engineer Salisu Kaka, said Nigeria was experiencing the positive impact of e-commerce. According to him, the federal government is keen on ensuring the development of Nigeria's digital economy sector, adding that the digitization policy of government is impacting positively on corporate governance.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, have jointly worked to produce the draft National E-commerce Policy and Strategy document for Nigeria. The work is part of the Nigerian government efforts to meet the ECOWAS, AU and the global requirement for trade development in general and e-commerce in particular.
The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, is the chairman of the committee. He was, however, represented by the Director, Commodities and Exports Department, Mr. Suleiman Adebayo Audu, who noted that the document is an inclusive process where virtually every stakeholder is carried along.
As a policy maker, what more do we expect than to have a good policy document that will drive the agenda, and it also represents the priority of the government as far as digital economy is concerned.
Participants at the workshop, drawn from across ministries, departments and agencies, as well as the private sector, brainstormed and fine-tuned the draft document to ensure that Nigeria has a reliable national e-commerce policy and strategy. Gabriel Ono, reporting for Nitda Impact.
Similarly, the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, has organized a one-day stakeholders engagement on the National Data Strategy (NDS). Speaking at the workshop, Director General of the agency, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, said Nitda was committed to working with relevant stakeholders to improve the use of data by Nigerians. Nitda Impact correspondent has details.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, has been at the forefront of ensuring the safety and proper use of Nigerians' data. This it has done effectively through the implementation of relevant laws and guidelines that guides its operations. This stakeholder engagement is one amongst many geared towards fine-tuning the National Data Strategy (NDS). Speaking at the event, Director General of the agency, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, represented by the Acting Director, Digital Economy Development Department, Engineer Salisu Kaka, spoke on Nitda's role in ensuring the protection of Nigeria's data and described the stakeholders' engagement as apt.
The participants on this document see that it is a national document, so it's a collective effort. So it requires the involvement of everyone, right from the organizational level down to individual level. So we have been engaging. This is one of the sorts of engagements toward co-creating this document, so that at the end, when it is out as a public document, everyone will see the sense of belonging into it, and he has that deep feeling of ownership into it, so that we can collectively as well initiate programs and activities that can activate implementations of the strategic document.
The gathering, which drew participants from the military, paramilitary and ministries, departments and agencies, had participants divided into 4 groups to look into various aspects of the strategy, after which they presented their observations. Nitda promised to look into their observations and imputes and implement the same.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Time now for Nitda's cybersecurity updates.
Fraud using OLX or e-commerce platforms is our focus for discussion on this week's cybersecurity update. I am Mansur Ali Hassan. Thank you for joining us. Cyber fraudster uses the e-commerce platforms like OLX, Quikr or Facebook for giving fake advertisements to sell commodity at lucrative prices. When someone intends to buy, cyber fraudster asks for advance payment in the form of packaging, transportation or registration charges, etc. Buyer pays the money believing him or her to be a real seller, and the fraudster disappears with the money. Frauds are also committed by cyber criminals posing themselves as buyers to real sellers. In this modus operandi, cyber criminals get the seller's account debited on the pretext of paying advance money by sending request money link or QR code instead of the credit link QR code. Army or paramilitary force personnel upload commodity like vehicle, fridge, mobile phone, etc. to be sold on OLX, Quikr or Facebook. Cyber criminals contact these personnel and give their ID proof, contain smart card and other documents on the pretext of buying the advertised item. Fraudsters then use the ID proof and other documents of army or paramilitary force personnel as their own and post fake advert for sale on OLX, Quikr or Facebook, etc. On the pretext of GST or transportation, charge or packaging, charge or registration, charge and other advances, fraudster keeps duping the victim of his or her money until the victim realizes the fraud. Buyer, seeing attractive price himself, contacts the fraudster assuming him as army or paramilitary force personnel. Tips: never pay advance money without seeing the article physically and meeting the seller in person. For receiving any type of payment via link or QR code, there is no need to enter NPIN or UPI PIN. Always remember, entering NPIN or UPI PIN is required only for paying money. That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
This week's special report is on innovations in artificial intelligence that can help improve Nigeria's digital economy.
Artificial intelligence is intelligence demonstrated by machines, in contrast to natural intelligence displayed by humans and other animals, such as learning and problem solving. AI models are offering autonomous systems, cybersecurity, automation, RPA, and many other benefits to multiple industries across the world. Tech and data-centric companies need to know about the upcoming artificial intelligence trends, or AI trends, to boost productivity and function smoothly. In 2023, AI technology will be much more efficient than it is today, and some of the hot trends to look out for are development in predictive analytics, which is based on the use of data, statistical algorithms, and machine learning techniques to identify, relying on historical data, the likelihood of future outcomes. Embedded application (EA) is also a software application that is permanently positioned, specifically in a flash memory or a ROM, in an industrial or consumer device. The fundamental attributes of EA are real-life, fault tolerance, portability, reliability, and flexibility. Information security is also another trend to look out for in AI in 2023. It covers the tools and processes adopted by organizations to protect their information. It includes policy setting installed to prevent unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction of information. Despite the several advantages that are derivable from AI, the Nitda DG has advocated for global measures to ensure that AI systems are built according to policies, regulations, and laws. Kashfu Inua CCIE said, quote, "The way it is today, we obey most of the rules of these technologies than the rules of our country. Before you use any system or access any place controlled by the technology, you have to agree to follow the rules of the technology. We need to stop looking at technology from either a consumer's perspective in terms of where he buys and costs, or capitalists in terms of how to exploit or build products around it. We need to start looking at it from the citizen's eyes, how it changes the way we live together and how it can be used for the public good. This can only be achieved through policies, regulations, and laws, which we believe have to be co-created," unquote. The economic potentials of AI are incredible in this technological age, but the DG further advocated for propriety in the areas of ethics, codes, and standards for anybody designing any system that will make decisions on behalf of the government or that will make decisions that the community must follow. He said, quote, "We are not encouraging the government to use armchair theory to come up with laws or regulations, but we are saying that the government should co-create it with the ecosystem because the technology is new and evolving. You cannot regulate what you don't know. Regulation is synonymous with putting a traffic light in a traffic place, and you need to understand the traffic patterns before putting the traffic light," unquote. Talking about co-creation, large language models (LLM) is another AI trend that can be co-created for the benefit of Nigerians. Large language models are founded on the principles of machine learning, wherein algorithms recognize, predict, and generate human languages based on very large text-based data sets. Nigerians can also derive benefits from arts through NFTs. The integration of NFT and AI models can facilitate to a great extent the foundation of art schools. Digital avatars are also sure to become a big thing in 2023. The AI prediction speculates the advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and augmented reality ensure that avatar bodies are developed to match human beings, which are then mind-linked to these avatars for remote control operation. The year 2023 will see a launch of better autonomous systems. These autonomous systems, through AI models, are concerned with the progress in the fields of drone research, autonomous exploration, and bio-inspired systems. Other trends to look out for are global ethics, military weapons, and process discovery. The global artificial intelligence market is estimated to be worth $136.6 billion in 2022. It is also projected to reach $1.81 trillion by 2030. Another reason to invest in the AI digital technology subsector and acquire skills and knowledge there for as many Nigerians as possible. The National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, NCARE, is an AI edifice that properly explains the level of importance the Nigerian government, through Nitda, has placed on artificial intelligence and robotics development in Nigeria. The immediate goal of Nitda is establishing highly functional artificial intelligence ecosystems in Nigeria and nurturing Nigerian talents that have the capacity of creating AI products and services that can be scaled up for a global consumer base. As AI is such a delicate technology, we cannot afford to be mere consumers of the products and services that are AI-based. We need to domesticate AI products and services over which we have total control.
On our tech tips for today, we begin a series on basic Microsoft PowerPoint skills. Sometimes abbreviated as PP or PPT, PowerPoint is a presentation program developed by Microsoft that creates a slideshow of important information, charts, and images for a presentation. PowerPoint is often used for business and school presentations. Every PowerPoint presentation is composed of a series of slides. To begin creating a slideshow, you will need to know the basics of working with slides. You need to feel comfortable with tasks like inserting a new slide, changing the layout of the slide, arranging existing slides, changing the slide view, and adding notes to a slide. Join us next week for the continuation of this Tech Tips.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Up next is Innovation Hub.
My name is Alhaji Habibu Abdullahi, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Amina Medical Integration. Amina Medical Integration is the first of its kind social enterprise center of medical brilliance that stands for helpless people. What I mean by saying helpless people are those people that lives on less than $1 in a day. So what we basically do is that we help those low income earners exchange their trash with drugs. Therefore, providing family planning fees for vulnerable groups of women and giving the subsistence farmers the drugs for the NCDs, that's the non-communicable diseases. And at last, we help them get access to micro health insurance for as low as 350 naira monthly, or they bring plastic waste towards that amount. Our solution is adding value to the health insurance ecosystem in the sense that our business is trying to make people healthy no matter their economic status, or they can bring their plastic waste for as low as 350 naira monthly, or they pay in cash. I'm one of the beneficiaries of business clinic organized for SMEs last year by Nitda. So putting this into consideration, the knowledge I got during the training cannot be overemphasized.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Despite the several advantages that are derivable from AI, the Nitda DG has advocated for global measures to ensure that AI systems are built according to policies, regulations, and laws. To learn more on how you can benefit from our activities, kindly log on to our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, the Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa, CCIE, and the entire management and staff of Nitda for this program. I am King Waboke. Season's greetings from all of us. Thanks for watching.